How's it going, guys? So, it's been kind of like a week since I uploaded a video. In between that, I shot a Blu-ray update, but I only had a small stack. I didn't really have anything substantial, so I decided to hold off on that for a little bit, just to, like a week or so, just to kind of get some more to talk about. I might do an out and about, something like that. Just give it more substance. But today, I did see a film from the creators of Flight of the Conchords that I've been looking forward to for a while, since I heard about it last year at Sundance, and that is What We Do in the Shadows. What We Do in the Shadows is from Jermaine Clement and Taiyaki Wakatiti. If I butchered their name, I'm sorry, but they are the two creators of Flight of the Conchords, one of my favorite shows of all time, HBO. It's really hilarious. If you haven't seen that, watch it. Anyways, What We Do in the Shadows is a kind of fake documentary, mockumentary, chronicling the lives of four vampires that are flatmates, and it's not complicated. You're just following around these four vampires, Valslav, Deacon, Viago, Peter, a newly turned vampire, Nick, and his human companion, Stu. And it is just this goofy, very Flight of the Conchords-esque humor. Just it turns all the things that vampires do into just mundane aspects of everyday life. And this movie is incredibly hilarious. It's about the mundane. It's about taking the things that vampires do, the flying, the not being able to see the reflection in the mirror, drinking blood, hypnotizing people, and just turning it into just these kind of mundane, like, these people have lived for 800 years. It's not flashy. It's not cool. They're just doing it. They're going about life, and it really is funny. It is very dry. It's very dry comedy with, there's a bit of slapstick in there, and it's just, you just follow these four guys and their misadventures, and going around clubbing in Wellington, New Zealand, and it's just stuff. It's like trying to cope with living a vampire, and it's a very, very clever film. The talking about the cinematography, this is a beautiful film. It's nothing too standout-ish. It's great, but what really shines is the production design, which, if you've seen any stills from this movie, you can just tell it's very rich, and it's almost theatrical, because you spend the majority of your time in these four vampires' home, and you get this feeling. It's 2014, and there's cell phones and stuff outside, but their home is just, it's in the middle of a suburb, like a suburban area, and it looks like the inside of a castle. And there's so many, like, very, like, fresh and, I don't know, kind of different scenarios that are in this. You got, like, them trying to, like, explain to the police about, like, what their noises are, and trying to hypnotize women to bring them back to eat them, and just, like, going about, like, their daily lives. I don't want to get into the jokes, because if you have the opportunity to see this, it's something you should see fresh. You shouldn't have any of the jokes spoiled, but most of the comedy comes from these two characters. Peter, which is basically like a Salem's Lot-esque vampire, and he's the bulk of the funny, and Stu, who is just the human. He's just a human that hangs out with these vampires. And there's some really great comedy in there. Nothing here is like laugh out loud. Well, no, I mean, I laughed out loud a lot. It's not like gut busting. You're not going to be on the floor. It's consistently funny and consistently entertaining all the way through. It never feels long. The movie's only, I think, 85 minutes, so it's relatively short. But by the end of the movie, you're like, okay, it's ready for it to be done. I haven't seen a funny vampire movie like this in a long time. It pokes fun at a lot of vampire cliches. It pokes fun at Twilight, werewolves, zombies, witches, all that kind of jazz. If you like that kind of thing, I think you'll love this movie. If you like Flight of the Conchords, I think you'll really, really love this movie. It is just something that is very different. It's different than most things recently, and it's a breath of fresh air. I know this is playing in a lot of indie theaters. It had, I think, the second biggest opening of a film, like, for theater wise. Like, it was open in like 2 theaters, made like $100,000, which is a lot. I mean, that's a really good performance. So if you have the opportunity, if a theater near you is playing this, I definitely go see it. It's absolutely fantastic. I'm gonna give What We Do in the Shadows a 9 out of 10. I'm not giving it a 10 out of 10. It wasn't completely gut busting, but you will laugh a lot during this movie. Almost every scene, there's something stupid that will make you laugh. So go see this movie. If it's on VOD, rent it. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll have more videos up as the days go on. If you want to get more kind of like quick reviews or my thoughts on movies, follow me below on Twitter. The link is down here somewhere. And as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.